Welcome back to the Stock Estate, everyone, where we learn how to swing trade with risk management. And in today's video, I'm going to show you the top 3 swing trade stocks for this coming week. Today's video will be centered around breaking out, or wedge plays in general. Wedge plays are always a very fun, kind of play that I really personally do like to play with because, it's actually a test of patience. What do I mean by patience? Okay, because a wedge play, right, can actually consolidate around an area for quite a bit of time. But when it explodes, it will explode up massively, okay, huge, okay, 10%, 20% over a couple of days. But we have to be patient about that because it could stay stagnant for some time. And I think a lot of common mistake that everyone does when playing this kind of wedge plays is that we get impatient and, we sell out too early. And when we sell out, somehow or another, then it explodes. Then you'll be like, oh my god, come on, man. So again, patience is the name of the game for wedge plays. And since we couldn't really control, when it will actually break out, there's a certain degree of luck involved in wedge plays itself. So although we couldn't control, the luck factor, but what we can control is actually the entry point as well as our risk management with our stop losses, as well as smashing the like button. Okay, I really appreciate all of you guys who smashed the like button and subscribe to this channel, and I really hope you guys grow together as a community. And that's it for the wedge plays itself. Okay, let's jump straight into the top 3 swing trade stocks for this coming week. But before that, right, let's take a look at last week's picks. Okay, and an update about last week's successes. Okay, the first stock I want to talk about from last week, right, was Corsair Gaming. Okay, and shout out to Krishna and quite a few of my commenters which high-five me in the comments. I'm really glad you guys made money off this. Some of them said they made 300, 400 off of this. Really great. Okay, so Corsair Gaming, right? Okay, what happened was, okay, I named Corsair Gaming at around $37. Okay, when I called it out. Okay, and since then it really broke out to the upside a little bit more, up 21%. Okay, and for those of you who took your profits, I kind of got stopped out because of my trading stop loss, so I took around 15% profits. Pretty decent for me as well, good trade. So for those of you who are still at the top, the apex now 21%. Okay, good job on that. Craft your exit strategy, get those gains, right? So good job on the Corsair Gaming. Okay, next stock that I actually talked about last week was actually ACB, which is Aurora Cannabis. Okay, Aurora Cannabis, I called it out at around the $10.20 range. Okay, and since then it's popped up 25%, even after the last few days pullback of 6+%. Okay, so if you go to the absolute top, right, I was at one point actually 35% up for ACB. Okay, Aurora Cannabis. So great play on that as well. Okay, and I do think that Aurora Cannabis have a little bit more to run, and we have to see the price movement again on Monday. And next topic that I talked about last week, right, was Dada Nexus Limited. Okay, DADA, this is a play on the Chinese e-commerce sector, and this company I called it out at around the $41. Okay, it's been up 12%. Okay, not as much as Corsair Gaming, definitely. Those of you who picked that, good job. Okay, but I do think that right now, since it's consolidating, it's consolidating near the top area. Okay, it has quite a bit of chance, breaking up to the upside, and you should. VS traders, what I would personally do is I would actually bring my stop losses a little bit closer to the edge, so that I get stopped out a little bit early, because I wouldn't lose all my open profits back to its starting point of $41 if things do not go well. And remember last week video, I made another update about a value play that I was looking at, okay, which is DKS, which is Dix. Okay, I named the video, okay, DKS. Why was it so undervalued, right? Okay, you can go check it out later. This is a long-term play for me, okay, because I felt that this was an extremely cheap retail stock that has so much more retail and so much more room to run. And what I can see, okay, I pointed it out at $67, right? My video actually $66 something, okay, and I started building a little bit of my positions, and I said I'll buy more if it dips, right? But it didn't dip at all. It kind of just ran. Okay, it didn't really give me a chance to even buy in more. Okay, so I got an average up now. Okay, so it's up 12% from where I called it. Quite insane for a trade or buy-in that wasn't meant to be a swing trade, because it was a value play. So I guess that people are actually thinking. I started noticing this kind of value plays itself, and quite a lot of people set the short-term price target to be around $85. So honestly, I think DKS, if you're in it for a long term, you can check out the video over there, and I think you could potentially set up for more of a value play itself. And SBE, last week's video, right? SBE was kind of the, I would say, although it wasn't a loser because we didn't really lose much, right? From where we bought in at $39, right? I called it out around 39, okay, 38 when it was around this area, right? This doodle area, let's see. Yes, around here, right? Okay, it didn't really move much. Okay, so in a sense, it was the poorest performing one of the top three or four swing trade picks last week. So it didn't really move much. Okay, but honestly, I feel that since it's going so close to the merger, right, the key point over here is you must. Or what I would do personally, I will sell out before the merger. Okay, never hold through these kind of mergers because after the merger, most probably things will not go so well. Okay, and yeah, so for this, right, I still do think that there's a chance. Okay, as I scrolling it down a little bit more. Okay, there's still a chance for it to break to the further upside. Okay, a little bit more to its all-time highs of 47, 48. Okay, but we have to check out the price movement a little bit more. Okay, so it's now consolidating, squeezing very tight around here. So I say anywhere at the $39 level is a buy personally for me. Okay, now we have updated all the previous successes, right? And I congratulate everyone who got their profits. Okay, now we're gonna look forward ahead to our top 3 swing trade stocks for this week. Okay, and I know that some people have been asking for more of these. Okay, so maybe I'll make like 2 lists. One list will be about wedges, one list will be about another trading strategy that I've actually pointed out, which is trend reversal or an overreaction play. So today's video will be about wedges. Okay, so the first stock I'm going to look at is actually jkhs, which is Jinko Solar. Okay, Jinko Solar, right? If you look at the charts over here, right, Jinko Solar has been consolidating for a very, very long time. Okay, so long. Okay, and actually, honestly, I've been holding this company since like it was like here. Let's see. Let me bring out my doodle. Okay, I've been holding this company when it was around like here. Okay, I'm adding my positions. Again, when it dipped down over here, I added more over here because I was confident that it will be a false break and it will go up again. And every single candle right here, right, okay, is a day, is 1 day, right? So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, it has been 13 days and this is not moving. Okay, so it brings me back to my previous point where, again, okay, sometimes it just takes time. Okay, like some of them like Corsair Gaming, ACB, or they broke out super early right after I called it out. Okay, in a sense, there was a little bit of luck as well. I do admit that because sometimes you just get a little bit lucky. Okay, but not every time the breakout it will be so quick. So sometimes you gotta be patient, and I'm pretty confident that if you can load up your positions at the 50 around the 59. Okay, let's see this area around the $61, anywhere between $61 right to 62, 63. Good bargain, okay? Because again, you can set your stop loss, right? You can set your stop loss, okay, below the previous swing low, okay, over here, and there's so much potential for the further upside over here, okay, all the way back to its all-time highs of 85. Okay, maybe not 85. Okay, you want to be more conservative. Okay, around the previous candle, which is 78, which represents from 63 to 78, a solid 20% ish. Okay, upside. Okay, decent upside. Okay, if you are willing to play and wait out this company. Okay, recently has been depressed by some of the political risk. You can see over here, right? Solar stocks face political risk. Okay, but however, this kind of stuff, this kind of fundamental news, right? It comes and goes and comes and goes. And right now, although it's in a depressed state, right? So as long as any good news comes out about these kind of solar, about these solar companies, right? Poop up to the massive upside. Okay, so you gotta be a little bit more patient with this. And for those of you who do not know what Jinko Solar is, right? Jinko Solar is it designs, it develops, it produces and marketing of photovoltaic products. Okay, but what does this mean? Okay, they offer solar modules, silicon cells, recovered silicon materials, as well as provide for solar system integration services. Okay, basically they sell solar products. Okay, and they are in the energy business. So yeah, so they have all these energy businesses along with Enphase, along with Sun Power, a lot of the other solar energy companies that's been up and coming today. And I really like this technical pattern over here because I'm pretty sure this looks very familiar, right? Very familiar, right? Yes. Okay, I like to search out all these kind of very nice patterns for you guys. Okay, and next play we're going to talk about the second one. It's actually Mara Patent Group. Okay, for those of you who do not know what Mara is, right? Mara is right here in Las Vegas. Okay, and Mara is a digital asset technology company that mines cryptocurrency. Okay, mines cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. Okay, and this company was formerly known as American Strategic Corporation. Yada. Okay, but basically Bitcoin play. So if as long as anything good news with Bitcoin comes about, okay, Bitcoin will increase. Plays related to Bitcoin will also increase, including plays like Mara and Riot, okay? But why did I choose Mara? Because they have a better technical pattern over here. It looks a little bit more nicer and cleaner than Riot, okay? So this is what I like. Okay, very strongly supported by the 20 moving average, okay? And honestly, this is not really a breakout play, okay? Although I could call it a breakout play because, there's a wedge, right? Okay, you can see the wedge over here, right? One wedge, two wedge, okay? You can call it a wedge play, so I would say it's like a hybrid wedge come trend riding play. So you can see it's very heavily respecting the 20 moving average. So every time it touches, it rounds, it touches, it bounces, it keeps following this around this line, right? So anywhere near the moving averages is honestly a pretty good buy, okay? But once it breaks below the moving average, that's where we got to be more concerned, okay? Then you have to set a stop loss below the trend line or the 20 moving average. So right now, Mara, right? Very, very bullish factors ahead for all the cryptocurrency because with Elon Musk and a lot of and Ray Dalio, right, they all have been, in a sense, I won't say pumping, but they are very, very bullish on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I can see more and more companies start to shift and be more open to the idea of cryptocurrency. And with companies like PayPal, Visa, they have been adopting cryptocurrencies into their system, although not a lot, but they are starting to be open to the idea. Any big institutions that suddenly announces that, hey, we're gonna accept cryptocurrency, right? Boom, okay? Huge catalyst for these kind of companies. Okay, so basically Mara, what I would do, okay, anywhere near the 20 moving average is a pretty good by itself. Okay, so the moving average, you can see this yellow line over here, right? Okay, most of the time it will start to crawl upwards like this, right? So then the price movement will be up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so anywhere, right, on near the 20 moving average is pretty good as well. So right now, you can, for the coming week, right, you can actually buy one. Then after that, you set a stop loss below the moving average. Okay, you give yourself a little bit of spacing room. Okay, so you want to check out what's the ATR for this company, right? So you give yourself a little bit more breathing room. You check out what's the length of the candles. Okay, see this length of the candles, right? So you can roughly gauge what's the average movement of a candle per day, okay? A technical term for this is actually called the ATR, okay? What is it? Let me just write it down here. It's called the ATR, which is called the average true range, okay? So average true range basically means like, how much on the past 20 days, right? The average amount of fluctuations in a day. Okay, but honestly, if you're too lazy to do that, right, you can just roughly judge by the length of each candle, right? Okay, let me cancel that, okay? So again, this is here, right? Roughly one candle space is around this long, right? Right, around this long. So you want to set a stop loss maybe around here. Okay, around here, which is around $19.41 or 40 cents, okay? Depending on your own risk tolerance. And again, ride it up to the upside, okay? Honestly, it will keep going up all the way, okay? It will keep going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until it hits the resistance level over here. Then if you can consolidate over here, it might actually even break up further to the further upside. So up to you whether you want to take profits around here near the top over here, right, the resistance level, or you want to take half profits and let it swing to the further upside. Up to you. Okay, so that's it for the second swing trade stock. Okay, and the third one is actually something that I wouldn't really mind holding for a longer term, okay? And this company is actually in the ARKG fund, okay? It's in the ARKG funds, okay, which is one of my longer term holdings, longer term ETFs that I'm holding. And this company is actually Invertire, ticker symbol NTVA, Invertire Corporation. Okay, Invertire Corporation, okay, if you don't know what Invertire does, okay, Invertire is a medical genetics company, okay? They process DNA containing samples, they analyze information related to patient-specific genetic variation, and they generate test reports for clinics and their patients in the United States, okay? So again, a play on the genetics and the genome sector, okay? Again, for these kind of companies, it's very, very FDA approval-driven, medical-driven. Any new breakthroughs in the technology, boom, price just explodes. Any failure in their technology or any failure in their test, boom, it goes down. Okay, so very, very volatile in that sense. Okay, but however, right, what we can do is to manage our risk with our stop losses. Okay, with our stop losses. So you can take a look, right? MVTA, right now. Oh, beautiful chart patterns right here. Oh, beautiful. Okay, you can see the technical pattern, okay? What does it look like? What does it look like? Eh, okay, not joking around, but here's basically beautiful chart pattern. Okay, and what I like is basically they respect the moving averages pretty strongly as well. It's very strongly supported by the moving averages. And again, we always want to buy at the lows of the wedge. Okay, so that we have a better area of value that we buy in and we don't have to suffer so much downturn, and the risk to reward ratio is so much better. Let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so you can look at the 1 year, right? It's been up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, and it's been consolidating. Okay, every time it hits. Okay, let me just draw out this. Okay, every time it hits the highs over here, right, which is around $50, right? Strong selling pressure to sell it back down again. Okay, but however, right, every single time it hits like a low over here. Okay, $41, $40, from $38 to $40, strong buying pressure to buy back in. And right now you can see that there's a very nice wedge that is forming over here. Okay, a very nice wedge. Okay, it started to contract. You can see it's contract. So it actually has it started to expand, then it contract again. So it's probably going to contract, explode up or downwards. Okay, so again, right, as swing traders, right, it cannot be too much confirmation bias or be thinking like, oh, it's definitely going to go up, definitely going to go down. Okay, you must always be prepared in case it goes the other direction. Okay, and this kind of wedge place, as I said, it's a very high risk kind of play, because if you don't set a stop loss, you could really be crying, because as much as you could open up and shoot up 20%, you could tank 20% on, because there's just so much power accumulated in this area. And what do I mean by power, right? Okay, actually, I mentioned this in my tutorials as well, so I'm going to release another tutorial. Go and watch the tutorials. I explain more into detail about that. But basically, there's a lot of stop losses that's been placed all over these areas, at the top of the wedge, at the middle of the wedge. So once it breaks to one direction, right, you will trigger a bunch of stop loss, and you will go either very high or very low. Okay, so you do not want to be at the losing end of the trade itself. Okay, so what I want to do again is to set a stop loss. Right now, it's very beautiful because it is at an area of value. Okay, it's at an area of value. Look at this. Area of value over here. Okay, set a stop loss right below this previous swing low. Okay, around here or here, up to you. So if you're conservative, okay, you can set it around $45. If you want to make it a bit more tighter, it can be around $46. Up to your own risk management. Craft your own exit plan and your exit plan as well as your profit taking. Okay, so when it breaks to the upside, okay, for me, right, I feel that it will still consolidate for a little bit more, but however, it will kind of rise up further a little bit more before reversing back down, but anytime it could explode upwards. So you have two choices. Okay, one, you can wait for it to draw up and you can take profits around the resistance level over here, or you can take half and wait for it to explode to the upside. Okay, and the take profit range will be around $60, which is from right now $48 to $60 is around a 20+% pop. Okay, quite beautiful. Okay, really, really beautiful. Okay, and this is the third swing trade stocks for today. And I know this is a very, very long video already, but I'm going to just give you one more. Okay, this is one more. Okay, this is a smaller cap company, so more potential for the upside, but also in a sense a little bit more risky. Okay, so this company is called Siri, SIRI, and what does Siri does? Okay, Siri, they provide satellite radio services on a subscription fee basis on the United States. They broadcast music, sports, entertainment, comedy, talk, news, traffic, and weather channels. Okay, so it's a very, very old school kind of company. Okay, and in a sense, Warren Buffett actually was one of the supporters of this company itself. Okay, but honestly, when I look through all its fundamentals and its financials, I glimpse through it. They're not doing super well. They beat their subscription, they beat their earnings, but however, their earnings year over year is just like a couple of percentages, not super doing well. But we can take advantage of the fact that, it's been super beaten down, after the March crash itself. Okay, you can see that March crash, then they just barely recovering, and something happened over here, right, where it shot up and it got depressed back down again. Okay, depressed all the way back down. So this is actually a overreaction play, if you wish to. Okay, you can see it's strongly supported by what's this? This is the 50 moving average over here. Okay, so strongly supported by this line. So if you go shorter into it, right, anywhere, okay, let's see, let me draw my doodle. Okay, anywhere over here, right, which is, okay, anywhere $6, I will actually buy in, because good area of value. Okay, $6 to around, okay, wherever it is right now, which is around $6.10, right, good value to add your positions. Okay, because honestly, I can see easily, right, quite easily, right, if it goes the right way, right, it can quite easily go back up to its all-time highs or the resistance level at over here. Okay, which is around $6.64. Okay, which is provides a good 10%, 10% to 11%. Okay, I think quite easily. Okay, and stop losses again, as I said, stop losses, right? You want to put near the lows over here. Maybe the previous swing low. Yes, previous swing low is around $5.70. Okay, which represents like maybe like 4% loss. Okay, so easily a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. But if you can break through this support resistance level over here, right, for its further upside, we can look at this 2-year charts. Okay, you can break through this very strong resistance level over here. Here, right? Yes, you can break through this level. Next place it will go to is around $7. Okay, $7.21, and that will represent quite a significant more amount, like almost 30% pop from where is it right now. Okay, and that's it for today's video, guys. Okay, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's long ass swing trade video, and you get a lot of insight about how to pick and choose and how to exit, as well as make consistent profit with minimized risk. Okay, like the video, if you really appreciate all this content, okay, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, my top 3 stocks video, as well as my tutorials, which I'll be releasing one probably in the coming week about trend capturing, as well as wedges, all the very minute details. And yeah, I just want to leave you guys with this quote, which is it's not about how much you make, okay? It's about not losing too much. Okay, listen properly again. It's not about how big your profits are, but it's about how much you can manage your risk and not lose big. Okay, manage your risk, guys, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Stop and stay up.